What's the deal, YouTube? Excuse me on it. In this video, I want to talk about a video BG made earlier. Now, he said in his own words that the PC is being held back because of console gaming and the console versions of video games. Okay, don't get me wrong. PC is way better than console gen versions of games because if you look at the graphical experience, it will always be better. But he was saying he feels like PC games are being held back graphically and in general because of the console part of these games, and I feel that's not so. It doesn't matter what game they come out with. In a lot of cases, the PC version will always be better, and that's the whole fact, even graphically. But now, even in that, if you look at the variety worldwide of people that play console games, the money is there, and that's why Sony, Microsoft, and the developers, just want to focus mainly more towards that perspective of gaming. Because a lot of times when you go to GameStop and other retail stores to reserve games, you don't go in those retail stores to pre-order a game on PC. You're not going to do it unless you're that stupid. Because you have options, you have Steam, you have better privileges than what console gamers have. Because you have Steam, you have Green Man Gaming, you can pirate games. But also you have some cons. And what I mean by cons is you can't trade those games in. That's a con right there. And even at the point of buying a graphics card and things like that, you guys have to think about all these things on PC as well. PC is not the ultimate gaming experience per se, because if it was, that would be the platform everybody would be playing on. See, it doesn't matter if PC is better because the money is still in console gaming. You have a variety or a huge selected group that plays more console games than anything. And that's why Sony and Microsoft put more time and they put more effort, because they know that's where the money is. And that's the thing. The money is where it's at, BG. You got to think about that too. It's not the part about PC being better, even if it is. It's the money that console gaming brings in for these developers and for Sony, for Microsoft, and they see that. It just is. When you go to retail stores, look at the majority of pre-orders that a game will get, and look at the money GameStop will get off the used product once it's traded in. It's way more money in the console industry, than the PC. You get what I'm saying. The PC is good, don't get me wrong, but the console versions of games will always sell more. They will, because it's money. And that's what I'm trying to get you to see, BG. It's money. Retail stores like GameStop and Walmart and all these places make more money off the console versions of that particular game. But PC has problems, as I said, too, because remember, Uplay was terrible for the Watch Dogs launch for the multiplayer. So PC has its ups and downs too. So those consoles versions of games do. But I'm just showing you the money is where the console versions are being made. Not so much the PC versions. But let me tell you, that's why Sony and Microsoft know these things. They know it because they know where the money is. And the console versions of games will they'll always make more profit with the console versions of games than the PC versions of games. And that's all I'm saying. Look at the gamer 2323. There's always going to be that selected group of people that are going to want to play console games and love console gaming. Even in that, look at Hard 8 Times. He still enjoys console gaming. I do. Now, don't get me wrong. Console gaming graphically has some good games too, especially on the PS4, such as like Watch Dogs, Killzone 4. Even though Killzone 4 was terrible online, the graphical experience was great. Rise, the Son of Rome, even what's that game called, Dead Rising 3, and so on. So it's even side. And then you got the select group that likes to play both the console versions of games and the PC versions of games. So you all have your selection, okay? So let people game how they want to game. I feel like the PC versions of games are not being held back because y'all always are going to get a better experience graphically 10 times more than what they're developing for the console versions of games. That's just my opinion. So that's it. I'm out of here. Peace. And BG, don't be a crybaby, man. I'm out. Peace.